Hi, my name's Jen. I had actually posted this dream once before, and I deleted it, and now I'm remaking it. It was kind of like one of those deals where I let what people thought affect me, and I shouldn't have, so I'm now reposting it. Um, this is about a dream that the Lord gave me back, actually a year ago, on back in June of 2015. So I'm just going to go ahead and start reading it, and I'll go over some scriptures and that sort of thing. Um, in the dream, it was the end, the last day on earth. There was a lot of evil. I was in a messy apartment that was joined to another apartment by a door. I don't remember why, but I was in the other apartment looking for something, not sure if the person who lived there could come home. I walked back through the door to the other apartment where my husband was lying awake on the couch. We were getting ready for something, gathering supplies. My husband was unsaved, and I knew it. He denied God to the core of his very being. I knew this was the last day, so I started talking to him about getting saved, and he grew very angry about it. And he fought with me in such a way that it seemed I could not get through to him. I felt desperate for him to just believe because I knew I would never see him again. At the time, I felt like giving up, but my desperation of knowing I would never see him again kept me going. I pled with him and pled with him, and finally I told him if he didn't turn to the Lord, I would never see him again. He walked away from me in anger, still adamant about not turning to God for salvation. And suddenly it was as though a light turned on in him, and all the anger and bitterness left him, and he decided to be saved. He turned to me and said, "Okay, I want to be saved." And immediately I grabbed his hands and clasped them together, and I was filled with relief and joy all at once. We knelt and prayed immediately a salvation prayer. I said the prayer, and he repeated after me. We left the apartment and went to the car, leaving, and it seemed that we were on our way to church. All I could do was hold him. I was so glad I was going to be with him for eternity. And then I woke up. The first time I recorded this, I was still filled with all the emotions of that dream, and it was a very powerful, emotional dream. The thought that you will never see someone that you love ever again, that just feels like it's tearing your soul to pieces and ripping your heart to shreds. It's awful. And so it's very important that you understand that the Lord is pleading with us through this dream to plead with people. Even if they get angry, we've got to tell them the truth. We've got to plead with them with all of our heart. Revelations 10:6, King James Version. And swear by him that liveth forever and ever, who createth heaven, and the things therein are, and on earth, and the earth, and the things therein are, and the sea, and the things which are therein, that there should be a time no longer. Matthew 10:32-33, King James Version. Whosoever therefore shall confess me before men, him will I confess also before my Father, which is in heaven. But whosoever shall deny me before men, him will I also deny before my Father, which is in heaven. Isaiah 25:9, King James Version. And it shall be said in the day, Lo, this is our God. We have waited for him, and he will save us. This is the Lord. We have waited for him. We will be glad and rejoice in his salvation. I pray And I ask that you pray for discernment, revelation, knowledge, wisdom, understanding, and insight. Pray for God to guide you, show you who in your life you can reach out to and plead with all your heart. Have a blessed day.